This is another thing that can be useful with distance and time graphs. You can actually use them to see who is fastest. We can see here, and we actually don't have to calculate. So we can use this, if we look at which of the graphs is steepest. The one that is steepest is travelling the largest distance in the shortest time. So just by looking at this graph, I can see automatically that this person is travelling faster because he has the steepest line. So he's travelling faster. The person that's travelling slowest is the one with the least steep line, and that is the black line here. So he is travelling slower. And you can actually put them in order. If we were to say that this was person A, B, C, D, and E. We can say that person A was travelling faster than person B, who was travelling faster than person C, who was travelling faster than person D, who was travelling faster than person E. And if we wanted to work out the actual speed, we would, again, just take, if we looked here at number A, we would say that A travelled 5 kilometres in 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the same as quarter of an hour, so he travelled 5 kilometres in 0.25 of an hour. Because we usually take speed in kilometres per hour. So the speed of number A would be the distance he travelled, 5, divided by the time that it took him to travel that far, divided by 0.25. The simplest thing to do here is we realise that 0.25 is the same as a quarter, and it's really easy to turn 0.25 into a whole number if we multiply it by 4. If we multiply the bottom number of our divide sign by 4, we have to multiply the top number by 4 too. We're changing it into an equivalent fraction. 5 fours are 20. 0.25 multiplied by 4 gives us 1. So the speed of person A was 20 kilometres per hour. I would guess he was bicycling. If we look as contrary then, person E then, well, it took person E 40 minutes to travel 1.5 kilometres. 1.5 kilometres in 40 minutes. Let's change minutes to hours. So if we were going to look at the speed of person E, we'd take the distance, 1.5, divided by the number of hours it took. 40 divided by 60 converts number of minutes to number of hours. So that gives us 1.5 divided by 40 divided by 60 simplifies to the fraction 2/3. And I'm running out of space here. Let's see if we can move it up here instead. What I've got is 1.5 divided by 2/3. I don't know if you remember, but when we have dividing and fractions, think of 1.5 as being 1.5 divided by 1, divided by the fraction 2/3. And fractions are really easy to divide as long as you remember the rule. You take the number after the divide, turn it upside down and multiply it instead. So what you would get here is you get 1.5 multiplied by 3/2. Flip the 2 and the 3 upside down. 1.5 times 3 is 4.5, and then 4.5 divided by 2 gives us 2.25. So this person here was travelling at a speed of 2.25 kilometres per hour. I would guess that person E was walking, because if they were bicycling that slow, they'd probably fall over. Okay? So you can use these speed diagrams for quite a lot of different things. Important to remember that if they give you units of the axis in minutes And it's more common to calculate speed per hour. Don't forget to convert your minutes into hours.